Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Underrail. And on this episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, there's this gas over here, maybe of toxic radiation or something like that. We're going to come in here and check these barrels out. I don't know what the gas is going to do. We may have to just come in here and die and then reload out so we know better. But yeah, we're gonna risk it and see what happens. We got two lockpicks. It doesn't seem like you take any damage while you're in here looking. Actually, we are. Let's go in here as fast as possible and just take everything we see. Contaminate. Barrel. Toxic sludge. We'll take that. Did we get everything? No, there's another barrel here. Not really worth any of the trouble that we're getting right there. Let's get out of here. Okay, so what are we taking here? All damage taken increased by 200%. But I'm not taking any more damage. And we're at 53. So I can go ahead and use a bandage. Where's my bandages? I actually don't have very many bandages. That sucks. So let's use that on our guy. Let's sort this stuff out. So let's see, where are my health hypos? I got 21 health hypos and only one bandage. Well, I'd rather have the health hypos than the bandages, to be honest. So, yeah, that's really all we needed over here. There is more to the tunnels that we haven't checked out up here, so that's where we're going to head next. Let's see, yeah, he's going the right way. I don't want him to go through that poison again. So apparently the poison itself doesn't do that much damage, but it does increase the amount of damage you take, so you definitely need to be worried about that if you find a place. Mechanics time 10. Yeah, we can open that. That's like simple stuff. Why even give you something that low? I guess because they wanted to make sure that no matter how little points you put into the game for that, you could get past this. Maybe it's an important part of the game, and they didn't want to kind of lock you out of it altogether. So that one's not locked. Oh, we got some rat hounds over here somewhere. I'm sure they'll see us here in a minute. Got 4 electronic scraps right there. Can't go into those ventilation shafts. No, it's not going to be down that route. It's going to be down here, though. Has to be. I don't see them, you know. It's weird. You'd think you would see them by now. Let's go ahead and open this door. And I'm opening up all the doors just so I can remember that I've been here. Mechanics times 10. That way, if we come back in later on after we've been in a lot of these tunnels, because a lot of this place does seem kind of confusing, you know, it's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of different routes you can take. And I'm guessing the dogs aren't down here because they stopped when we got away from this area. So they're probably going to be a little bit higher up. But oh, there's a box down here? How did we miss that? Oh, because we didn't come down these corridors. Let's finish off this area. Oh, there's somebody in here. Oh, wow. Okay, you're going down, punk. Nobody hits me like that. Stunned. And we will neural overload your butt. Because we have... Oh, holy crap. 93 critical hit. Yes, that is exactly how it's supposed to be done, guys. She had a nice little place in here. Kind of sucks that I had to kill her. If she hadn't attacked me, I wouldn't have done anything to her. Frag grenade, 8.6mm Marauder, 10 to 29 mechanical. Its impact speed is high, but the base action points really aren't that bad. Only 14 AP. Some of the other ones I haven't done nearly as much damage as that. The AP has been close to like 20 or above. The only downside is the minimum weapon skill of 30. So if you don't have that, probably won't be able to get as much use out of that. Cave Hopper leather overcoat. Agility increased, stealth increased, agility by 1 and stealth increased by 9. 8.6mm case times 3. Haven't really found any way to make ammo yet. I'm guessing there are recipes that we'll get to at some point, but these casings are something new that they only added with the last patch, so there may not be a purpose for them just yet. That may be something they're still working on. 8.6mm standard round times 10. We got 2 coins and another health hypo. What is she cooking over here? Doesn't look good. Like, that is a lot of something. You know, like, that's a lot of stew or a lot of fresh water that she's boiling up to kill the germs or something. 7.62mm standard round times 10. 7.62mm hammer, 10 to 31 damage. A lockpick, 9mm standard rounds, 4 of them. And we got 3 more coins and an eye patch. It's an oddity, an icy old eye patch. Oh no, icky. I was going to say, why would it be icy? No, it's an icky old eye patch. Putting this on without any antibiotics handy might actually cost you an eye because it's disgusting. Pick up, study this item to gain 50 points of experience. You can study this type of item up to 3 times. And this will be our first time. You'd think they would just clean it off. I mean, maybe it's so engrossed in just like filth after so many, you know, years of being used over and over again. But you think you could at least clean it off a little bit. Well, she had a drinking problem or something, because there's a lot of bottles in here. And there's no other way out, so let's come back down this way. Yeah, because it's only right down this other corridor. What does that say? Tree droves? Or free droves? I don't know. I don't know what that is saying down there. So let's check the barrel first. We got a bandage. Good, because we needed one. And we will... I guess we could check the box. I'm sure it's going to be locked. Yeah, it's always locked. So we will use our hacksaw. Where's that? We have a little bit of energy left in there, and we do have a lot of batteries, so I think I'm going to go ahead and charge it up right after this. Where are my batteries? I just got a whole bunch of them, so I know I have them on my guy. And you guys are probably like, it's right there, it's right there. I don't see... Oh, there they are. So let's use this. And then we will check the box, because I'm sure we'll find absolutely nothing inside. Wow, we actually found something. A capsule, 7.62mm standard round, just one. And we find 6 supercharged lithium cells. This place, for some reason, is really rich in batteries. So that's kind of interesting, that there are some places that obviously tend to favor certain equipment. Like, you know, the purpose hundreds of years ago was that, and that's why there's still a whole bunch of that stuff left behind. Nothing there. I can't even destroy that if I want to. I could come back this way. There is a tunnel system. I kind of don't want to go down this route yet. I want to keep going up here because there were some animals. And I kind of like to make sure I know where all my entrances are, because I think this is going to be one giant kind of loop-de-loop maze type thing where we're kind of going through the same stuff over and over again. Mechanics 15. Well, we could have searched this earlier in the game and gotten a little bit more experience, maybe a little bit of loot. There would have been a few places like that that corrupt shop that we wouldn't be able to open up because it's just too high. But I bet you find a key, or you find somebody in here who knows something about something, and that may lead you to that area. Okay, we got 3 guys, and you guys are all here. We do have an alpha, so I'm gonna go ahead and stun him, and it's gonna bounce off. It's gonna do a lot of bit of damage. It didn't do as much damage as I would hope. Let's go ahead and stun this guy. Can I stun him? Yeah, we can stun that guy. Should kill. Yep, I killed the other 2 off. This guy is still stunned, and that's the end of my turn. What are we gonna do here? Let's do this. No, we're not gonna do that. Let's do this, and then we will use our flamethrower. Give this guy fire damage if we can. It feared him as well, and it killed him. Holy crap, we are so uber, guys. That should not have been possible just like 2-3 levels ago. So yeah, we are definitely doing really well. We got a large intestine, biology 50, so I did need to go up on my biology. I forgot about that. And a healthy animal heart, biology 25. So let's look around here. Thin grenade case, crafting mechanical 5, and a health hypo. Damn, there's a lot of health hypos. Shouldn't be complaining. I'm sure we're going to run out of those fairly quick when we get to the faceless. They sound like they're going to be pretty tough. So we got 5 bolts. We got a hurricane crossbow. 19 to 28 mechanical damage. Impact speed is low. It's not too bad. But the base action points is 21 AP. So yeah, you really get hit hard with your action points. And what is this? A galvanized riot armor. This riot armor set consists of a vest that provides moderate protection against electronic attacks and carries a hybrid ballistic panel. Mechanical 23, electricity 27, and mechanical damage threshold increased by 100 against bullets, so it blocks the bullets a little bit better. And it says mechanical damage resistance and threshold increased by 75% against melee damage. So that's kind of nice that you take damage basically less than somebody else without this, but it doesn't really affect fire. So if you're not fighting electricity, whatever kind of mobs, this may not be the best armor for you. I do like how you can have like different sets set at your house and kind of go through the one that you need the most. Old train schedule. Now we've already found this once. This will be our second time. We get 50 points of experience for that. Go ahead and take it. Is there anything else here? No, it doesn't look like it. But you got some dead guys over here. I guess those things killed them. So we got 2 bolts. Nothing else, huh? Just the desk. Got a lockpick and 15 coins. It does seem like this place is storage. Like they put the chair up on the desk. Got a little pot here that they might have been using. It just kind of like they moved in one day and just took the stuff that was here, moved it around, and said, you know, we're gonna stay here. Like they said before, a lot of people will take their chances out here in the tunnels rather than stay in the towns because there's just more food since they're not being exploited by the gangs. And so maybe that's what a couple of those guys were. It's going to be another invisible guy. I'm just going to have to wait it out. There he is. Dang it. I got to up my perception or something to be able to find those guys. Because I'm going to get attacked by like 15 of those guys eventually, I'm sure, at one time. And they're just going to wipe the floor with me because I'm not going to be able to see them coming. And they're all going to get a hit on me. I can't even imagine what would happen if the robots ever got that skill, because they already wiped the floor with me as it is, and if I walked into like 3 or 4 of them not prepared for it, oh, that would be a nightmare. Steel combat knife 7 to 12, Radhound leather overcoat, mechanical 19, cold 7%, perception decreased by 3, stealth increased by 13. We did get some gasoline, chemistry is 20, 8 coins, and a health hypo. Let's come over here. Is this gonna be a dead end? Kind of looks like it is. You know, I bet there's stuff in here if you got the perception check to get it. There might be some hidden tunnels and stuff that you can go through, because it does look like they left the places on the map for it. You know, that there's a few places where something might kind of be hiding. I do like the fact that you need the perception check, but I kind of wish that there was a way for you to, at some point in the game, get that through another means, because it does mean there's a lot of the stuff that you put in the game is like little Easter eggs and stuff like that other players will not see because they didn't put that perception in. And a lot of, like with me going down a warrior and a mage kind of path, I didn't have the points to put in perception, even though I would have loved to have done that. And I don't know what kind of build you could do that would give you a high enough perception, but still allow you to play the game to, what is this, a stalker with a sledgehammer? We can't allow you to hit me. I wonder why he wasn't invisible. I mean, most of his other guys are. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Go out. We got him close and he's stunned. And now he's gonna die. It has to suck for them. They think they're all these like big bad, you know, Mama Jama with a giant sledgehammer, and he runs up to you and he doesn't even get one shot. Like, he dies before he even gets close enough to you. That has to be like horrible in his psyche right before he dies. I guess it doesn't really matter. He's dead anyways. But sledgehammer 20 to 32. These things are so heavy. I don't want to really pick that up, actually. Lockpick. You know what? I'm not going to pick that up because it's not really worth a whole lot. I could take it apart. I guess I could take it apart. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll come in here. Where's our recycle? Recycle item. There we go. We'll come in here. Pick the sledgehammer. If it will let me pick it, actually. There we go. Put that in there, and it will make 26 pieces of metal scrap. So we'll create that, and then repair kit uses 20 scraps, and you can use, we have electric scraps right here, which will make electric repair kit. We don't really need that. Let's click it again. No, we don't want that. Here's our metal scraps, which will make the mechanical repair kit. So yeah, that's what we want. If you had 40 of these, you could make the advanced repair kit, but it doesn't really matter. This is going to get rid of enough scraps that it's not going to weigh me down too much. I'm 171 pounds out of 180. So yeah, I am getting close to being overweight. And if I do get to that point, I will not have the movement points during every one of my phases, as I probably should. What is this down here? Have I been down here before? No, I don't think I have. And there's still stuff here. But it's open. Oh, and you know what? We have been down here. This is the first area. It's right over here where this guy's watching. But we came through a different entrance, I guess. Yeah, we did. We came through a little higher. So let's go up here. Now we could go up the stairs or go down that way. I'd be tempted to go up the stairs first. We got another one of these guys, stalkers. You guys are so easy. This stun stuff really kind of When they attack one at a time, they really stand no chance. In fact, let's hit you with fire, just because it's a cool spell, and you're gonna burn. And he should die. Oh, he didn't die right away from the flames, so he has a little bit of resist to that. Now, I'm not sure if certain attacks do more damage to their armor, so it would actually be better for you not to hit them with certain spells before you kill them if you want the armor to be at a high durability. I don't know if that's the case or not, but it's something to take into account, definitely. So, Shock Serrated Steel Knife. It's a melee weapon, 7 to 11 mechanical, and it has energy 29 out of 29. The durability is pretty high, so it should be worth quite a bit. Bolt 5 and lockpick. So a lot of lockpicks and a lot of health hypos down here. Looks like they killed some rat hounds. I don't know. I've never actually seen them, you know, get into fights other than at the very beginning where the guys who kind of jump you, they will get jumped by the rat hounds behind them on occasion. That was kind of cool to see that, but I've never really seen that happen any other way. So I don't know if that's like a common occurrence, like if they're down here for long enough and you take too long to get here, if they will start literally, you know, dying, and when you get here all you'll find is their corpses, which I've done before. I've actually shown up to an area and all that's there are corpses. I can loot them, but maybe if I had shown up earlier, they would still be alive. That would be kind of an interesting little twist to throw on it. You know, we're gonna go back this way because we hadn't gone this route. Now, what more over? There's a little bit more over here. There's a little room or something in here. No, nothing on the barrels. It kind of seems like all you really do with these tunnels is move back and forth between the area. It's kind of a nice little shortcut, and I can understand why they had it, you know, back in the day. But as far as like getting around in the game, it does make it kind of not annoying, but it's very confusing because it's just like you have all these little entrances and exits, and they all lead to the exact same area. And if you're not really paying attention, you can kind of just get turned around and be like, where the crap am I? So that one didn't really require a lockpick. Well, I think you get experience for opening up those. At least in most games you do. When you open up things or you use a skill that you kind of had to acquire some special means. There might be something over here, actually. Let's head back down this direction. Yeah, he's going the right way. I don't know if there's a way into this area. Stairs up. Probably not, because if there's stairs here, you probably can't come underneath. But I just wanted to make sure, yeah, you can't come over here. Let's go to the stairs over here. They're the closest. And, yeah, I don't want to get too far over there if there might be something over here. This will probably be the same area that the other stairs lead to. And it's a good sign that there's that many stairs. That means this is probably a very traveled area. No, that's exactly where I came through. So those would be the stairs that we just saw over there. And there's stairs over here, obviously. Let's come over here. We're gonna put some dynamite down. Oh my god, guy, you're so dead. Like you don't even stand a chance. That was just suicide right there. I almost killed him with one spell. There we go. I'm sure he has some little friends with him. Oh, that just sounded horrible when he died. Like a little puppy dog. Okay, so there's his little friends. Never 8 critical hit. I'll use electricity and kill both of you guys. Bounce, bounce. Boom. Oh my god. I love it when it bounces. The more of the creatures that are there, the more damage it does, and it really just seems like if you're going to be taking on more than one creature, that's the spell to go for. Adrenal gland and a healthy animal heart. So let's come down here. I'm interested to find out, because this has kind of been taunting me, these little areas, for a long, long time. So where is my dynamite? Dynamite! Where are you? There you are. Let's put it right there. And this gives us plenty of room to kind of run around the hall right over here. I think that'd probably be far enough as long as you're around the corner. But we'll find out if there is a limit to how close you can be, even if you are on the other side of another wall. Let's see. Oh, wow, it destroyed the entire wall. Even though it wasn't anywhere close to the side over here, I could have done it in the middle, but I didn't. I do like that, but I kind of wish they would penalize you a little bit more for not planning it out better. You know, like if you only did this one side, you only got these little blocks, and these would still be here. So we're going to come down here. This might be a little hard, depending on when they wanted us to come down here, but because we opened it up, I'm definitely going to check it out. Let's see. I kind of wanted to do the exploring, and this is cool. They've taken some time out and kind of either forced you to do it or given you the option to do it, because you could have just taken the train if you just wanted to skip all this, so I definitely do appreciate that. Serrated knife mold requires mechanical 25. There is a body up here that I can loot. We'll go up there in a second. If there's a body, there's probably somebody that killed them, and I'm sure we're going to have to fight them. Oh, look at this. It's like a little motorcycle that's been, like, chopped like a gazillion times. Let's see. Oh, no! Not more traps. We suck at detecting those. Steel combat knife, 9 to 16 mechanical. That's probably what got all three of these guys, is a trap right in the middle of them. Shock bolt. It's not bad. 3 to 33 electrical damage. A 9mm standard round, and we got an old train schedule. This will be the third out of the 10 that we're allowed to discover and study. You can discover as many as you want, but you won't get anything for them at a certain point. Let's see. Is there anything over here? Nothing over there. Come down here. No! Okay, we'll use a bandage. Save my health hypos for when I really need them. Because again, you can only use bandages if you don't have the skill for it. You can only use it once you're over, I think it's 40% or 50%? I think it's 40%. And if you get lower than 40%, you have to use your... right on top of it, too. Like, literally, I just stood right there. Ooh, check this out. Old data medium, or data medium. You can study this item up to 5 times. This will be the second time, and we get 50 points of experience for that. So our experience is moving along. We're actually seeming to earn more experience from oddities than we are at the moment from killing or anything. You know what? We're going to come up here. This may be the route to go, but I want to make sure that there isn't anything up here. I don't want to hit as many of these things as I possibly can before we leave the screen, obviously. 51%. Okay. We'll use our last bandage. And there's nothing up here. So if you come in here with the high detection skill, you may actually leave this area with a lot more cash than when I came here, because those traps, whether you're going to use them or not, they sell for a decent amount of money. And in this playthrough, I haven't really gotten to pick any of those up, but in my last playthrough that I didn't get to finish because the character was just not built the right way to start with, I was able to pick those up, and they were pretty nice to be able to use, especially if you had a high health, or not a high health, a high stealth skill. You could really put those down. Oh, what is this guy? A lunatic gunner. Well, I guess he would have to be a lunatic to be down here. Wow, he gets a lot of hits. This will be his 5th one right there. Oh no. Oh, and a dog too. Oh wow. Oh, he had sprint? He's a brawler. Well, that's perfect, because now he is the bridge that may hit these guys with my electrical one, so thank you for moving right there. You'll regret the day you were born. Living in a place like this, I'm sure everybody could probably say the same thing. I'm sure everybody here probably regrets the day they were born at one point or another. So let's see, we are going to hit... you know what, we're going to use this spell, because it's going to catch all of them on fire, and maybe make them run, and then I just have the dog to worry about. So I got one guy who's fearing me, one guy who's stunned, this guy's going to attack, and the dog's going to attack. Unless I can stun this guy. Can I stun him? No. It's going to be out of my range. Let's stun the dog. At least one less person. Oh, and it killed him! Wow, that thing is so powerful now that I put a couple points into that. You don't stand a chance, man. Barely even doing any damage. And these are the guys who would have wiped the floor with me at the beginning. But at some point in the game, you just become really uber and turn the tables. Nice. Okay, so you're almost dead. You're definitely almost dead. I might be able to kill you with this. Maybe, depending on what you're wearing. It's going to be close. Yeah, nice. What's that negative 15? Like, he got hit by 50. And then he got hit by a negative 15, a little purple eyeball next to it. I don't know what that symbol meant. No, I'm on fire! Yes, you are, and you're about to die, too. So I could... No, he just got stunned last turn, so I'm going to stun this guy instead. If Probably won't survive. Yeah, I was going to say, probably won't survive for a whole turn, but we'll see. And this might actually kill him. Nope, it got really close, though. Oh, and he used a health hypo. Dang it, that was my health hypo to take off your corpse, punk. And now he's doing damage to me instead. Okay, well, I'm going to turn you on fire then. Yeah, you're going to burn. Burn! Oh, that barely did any damage, and it took all my power. Dang it, I'm just costing myself more health here. That's not good. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to stun you. Negative 27 critical. You're a little punk. You're exploiting my kindness to give you one more turn of life. This may not kill him. It's going to be close. There we go. And I'll end my turn. And I'm going to use a health hypo because I'm out of bandages. Now I'll probably find a bandage here and be like, oh, why did I do that? Yep, this is exactly what I should have waited. Such a noob. Okay, adrenaline shot. Increases action points. I wonder why he didn't use that. Maybe because I stunned him right away. Got 9 coins, a bandage, a health hypo, and the side booster. Which I'm surprised they're still dropping because now that your power actually regenerates after the fight, after so many seconds, there's really no reason to use a side booster. Like, I haven't found any situation where I've really needed it. It could be a nice little thing to have once in a while, but I think it would make you just too overpowered, to be honest. Serrated tungsten steel knife, 9 to 16 mechanical. Yeah, it's not too bad. Damage increased by 2% for every point above 5 strength. 25% chance to inflict bleeding. You got pig leather armor, 23% for mechanical. Constitution increased by 1. That's nice. Burrower poison bear trap, required skill 20, so you can't even put that down unless you have the right skill. Detection difficulty is 100%, so it's really hard to find that once it's down. And it does 30 to 40 mechanical damage instantly. Applies a bleeding wound that deals an additional 100% of the initial damage over 3 turns and roots the victim in place for 3 turns. When triggered, this trap also afflicts the target with 2 stacks of Burrower poison that deals 7 damage per stack every turn for up to 5 turns. That's crazy, the amount of stuff that trap does. I definitely want to come through one time and play this game as somebody who sneaks around and puts traps down, because I think it's going to be hilarious to watch that kind of thing and just see these traps completely wipe out, you know, an entire area. But it's kind of expensive because you need a lot of traps. But 5 coins, Ludentic's key. You found this key on a bandit in the lower Underrail, so no idea what that goes to. Might go to the shop where you can buy stuff from these from the guy who's obviously a black arms dealer or something, you know. Maybe, I don't know. It could go to anything actually. Health hypo, and you get another side booster. Let's see, you got all those. Let's go over here and check this guy out. You can see I'm overweight. I'm moving real slow now. So I got a 5mm Jackrabbit SMG. This 5mm caliber Jackrabbit type submachine gun does 9 to 14 mechanical. Impact speed is medium. Only uses 11 AP. You need a minimum weapon skill of 45. I guess it could be good. I mean, it depends. I'd have to try it out. Got a Rathound leather, 20% mechanical, 32 to heat, cold 8%, persuasion decreased by 3, stealth decreased by 47, and immune to burning. 5mm case, 6 5mm standard round, 40 of them, and 5 coins. So which way do we want to go? We could go right now. We're gonna go left first. Looks like their camp. So we got a bottle, and we got a strange comm device. Like a PDA or PDF or PDA, I should say, or a smartphone, kind of looks like that, but it looks like it's broken. Looks like some sort of communication device, though you are unsure how it's used since it only has 1 button. Since it's already broken, you might as well take it apart and find out. Study this item to gain 50 points of experience. You can study this type of item up to 4 times, and this will be the 2nd time we're found this item. I kind of wish you had to do that to learn the recipes. Would just take things apart, you know, and figure out how they work, or at least give you that option if you don't want to buy the recipes themselves. Maybe make that like the faster, more expensive route, but you can still do it if you find the items enough and take them apart. You may actually lose money on doing that because you're taking items apart, but at some point you become like an expert at it and you actually start making money at it or something. I think that would really kind of bring the the skill to life a little bit more than it is right now, because as it is, you just spend a little bit of money on it, and if you don't want to spend money, you just don't ever get that stuff, and it seems like, you know, certain people would take more advantage of that if they could, but they just may not have access to it. Let's go down a little further. This will be the first time that we're actually heading down even further than we are. I think we're on the 2nd level, so this will be like the 3rd level that we're heading into. No, this is actually back where we started. Huh, so if I didn't blow up that area, I could have just came down here. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. I need to run back to town and take off some of this stuff. I'm at 191 out of 180, and we're pretty close to town as it is. And then we will come back and start exploring a little bit more, because I think there's 2 or 3 other entrances we haven't looked in yet. And there could be some pretty good stuff in there. And hopefully I can find some more TNT charges while I'm there in town and get a few more of those. But at least I can take some of this heavy stuff off, and like some of these weapons and knives. And if I get enough coin, I will start the video over there in town and run back over here, because in town there is an NPC that has one more psionic ability that I need to train in. It's like 150 SGS credits, and I didn't have that last time. So hopefully I can earn that amount of cash and go up there and get that, and I will show you guys what that does on the next episode. Again, guys, if you enjoy these, please take a moment, hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to leave any comments below, if you saw that I missed something, or if you have an idea on the next episode where I should be going, if you have a certain tunnel in mind, or if you know exactly where I should be going and you know I'm in the complete and total wrong area, let me know that as well, and I will definitely take that into account. I may finish exploring this area, but at least I'll know that there's nothing here that I'm actually looking for. Again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.